Yo, I got a message. I gotta talk to y'all. And it's so weird because I drove over there and I pulled over. And I'm like, man, I look ratty. I haven't washed my face yet. I haven't brushed my teeth. I don't wanna chat. And then I was gonna make a video, and then I started driving. And then I was like, fuck. Then how God wants you to talk is you get anxiety. It's not like a worry. It's like a you gotta do it. Not like you gotta do it, but like, come on. Who's gonna win? Fear or you? Who's going to win? Denying your truth or fear? Who's going to win? Oh, just because you don't look like the status quo? You don't have a voice? Mm-mm. So I pulled over and I pulled out my phone from the aux cord, and the song stops perfectly at 222. Or it had 222 seconds left, and my gas fuel gauge said 222, and it's 111 on the timer. So 222 it means you're in alignment. You're in divine union. Like, let's say you're with somebody that you really love and you see 222. Well, that's a good sign. It's alignment. If you are thinking about somebody and you see 222, that's alignment. If you are single and you're working on a mission with yourself, your higher self, so your soul, and all that is the mother and the father, masculine, feminine energies of the supreme, then 222, that's alignment. Because like, if you get a feeling associated with a thought, and if your devotion is for ascension, and if your devotion is for manifesting, and if your devotion is for testing your limits of reality to receive what the keys of your heart have shown you to receive, then you are a vessel of work. You're a vessel, you're a testimony. And so the download that I got, because I was going to go for a walk, and then I was like, I kind of want to like wash my face and like look done up today. And it was like, no, you don't have to look a certain way to speak mad truth, And even if it's for my own well-being, no. If God tells you to jump, you jump. And that's just it. We're in a time frame do we trust our higher self? Do we trust our intuition to tell us when we speak, do we speak? A lot of people are like, you can feel the confusion in the air. The energy is thick. People who are woke, they feel it. People who are teetering right now, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of confusion. People who are ignorant, well, they're just getting angrier, more self-absorbed. And I don't want to be that. I've been tested most high. I've been so tested, homies. So not only does my dishwasher hasn't worked in a long time, which is whatever, but I hate washing dishes because my water pressure is really fast, and then I get really wet, and then it's like, oh, now my outfit's wet. But I've quit smoking, and I'm very proud of myself. Day 5, absolutely no cigarettes. Like, come on, that's fucking ballin'. So I'm getting acne and stuff, which is good. My body's detoxing. I don't fucking barely smoking weed, which just doesn't matter. Like, I do every day, but like, it's just my whole habits have changed. My eating habits have changed. What else? Do I get waves of fear? Absolutely, but I override it. I override it because when you have an awareness of most high access to the unseen, like, I don't know how else to explain it. Anybody who watches this and gets it will get it. You know that you're not here for you. You're here to serve. Everybody that is in your path, family, exes, people who challenge you, they are divinely placed in your path. God shows us up to certain individuals when we're at our lowest, just to prove to the world what the hand of God can do once you are favored and known. Do I know that I'm favored? Absolutely. Even though my dishwasher's broken, okay, my stove is now, like, my oven is now breaking, my car is slowly falling apart, like, my engine thing jumped 100,000 K, and I don't know, or no, not 100,000 K, sorry, jumped 10,000 K, and I'm like, how does it even happen? So my car's probably, like, needs a lot of work. You know, my finances have been so effing tested to the point where I had to make drastic changes. You know, like man, like I went from making $80,000 a year, driving a brand new Dodge pickup, to battling addiction with a narcissistic ex, to complete isolation for fucking Ben at least a year and a half. At least a year and a half. You know, like total isolation, battling, healing, acknowledging, battling, healing, and acknowledging what real people are when you have eyes of the unseen. You know, I haven't had, like, man, it's such a trip. And, you know, I woke up today and I'm just like, I have these manifestations and I'm really diligent and my mind is crystal clear on my vision. But I think a lot of us give up when we get to this crunch. We give up because, you know, life just keeps getting harder. It's like, what am I doing? Come on now. Give me a clue. And the clue is perseverance. Showing up no matter what. Being your authentic self no matter what. Listening to what you must say when you must say it no matter what. Like, man, I need a conditioning treatment so bad. Like, I can't even afford bougie shampoo or nothing. Like, I haven't bought new clothes in many moons. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so low key right now. I am so low key, and a lot of people have judged me because of it. They're like, oh, well, if she's so spiritual, where's her finances? That's an ego trap. You must swim where it's not favored in the eyes of society to find yourself. You know? Go against the current of what is norm and to feel the suppression of not being like everybody else. And to know that it is so divinely guided and that you don't give a flying furaba. You just trust, you endure, you go. And people are like, oh, well, that doesn't sound very nice. Of course it doesn't. How would somebody be able to prove themselves if they were favored through the materialism, if they were favored through the matrix? How could God trust you with divine favor? You know, I've had lump sums of money just fall into my lap before, and, you know, I went shopping. I got my Botox, you know, like, that's like, man, it feels good to look good, but at the same time, it's like, this is my lesson, is that you have to beat the demons that tell you you need to perform or look a certain way in order to be accepted by the favor of God. And let the naysayers judge you. Because that's just it. We're so warped in what is acceptable in today's environments. You know, like Joseph, for example. He was a prisoner, and then he rose to kingship. There's many testimonies in the Bible of people at their absolute lowest that everybody thought God makes you think of them a certain way until he rises you. And you can only know that that was God's hand and nothing else. So endure I know you are so loved.